mainstay hero in the front line, so that the Atlas will have his. I'm sorry, I'm also talking about Team Malaysia now. For both, there you go, there you go.
Good job. Good pickup on Thailand. Yeah, they totally read that. But Wolf, I'm getting like deja vu from Thailand here. Their lineup looks very, very reactive once more. It's a counterpunch lineup again, especially with the Tams and the Atlas.
Yeah, they need a. I think what I'm trying to say is that they need someone to stay in the front line, stay in lane, so that the Atlas can be there for the counter punch. Like you said, there should be, if there's a bait, if they're wanting to fish for Team Malaysia, they need a bait into the front lines. That's what they are lacking for now, at least. Well, they will have another source of burst, and maybe they close it up with a Joyd or a Cho. Malaysia. Man, this is how you make that dish. If they pick up the Hellcurt, not the Fanny.
Yeah, don't flash us the Fanny. Don't do this, Zorn. Don't do this.
Don't do this. I mean, we're talking about this Louis dish. You don't need to go for cinnamon. You just go salt and pepper this time. Fanny is cinnamon at this point.
Yeah, it's an interesting flavor, but I don't think it fits the dish. All right, there you go. Smart.
It's almost the same. It's either the Hellcurt or the Busa.
Yep. And the thing about the Hayabusa is they have good wave clear, so that when he does go for the shadow kill, it's all gravy. It's all just heroes all day.
Yeah. Lunox, by the way, is also a very strong kind of hero when it comes to bursting down opponents. I like the Kaja. So instead of having a definitive frontliner to go with the Atlas, they put the Atlas in that position, and then they have the Kaja to kind of back it up. It's good to kill off the Esmeralda, because honestly, the way you counter the Esmeralda back maybe a year or so ago, I always say that the way to counter Esmeralda is not by...
Kaja is the fun police. He's just going to stop that. So here we go. Game 2 in this series of 2. Team Malaysia ahead here. Could they go for the sweep, or will Team Thailand counterpunch their way towards a 1-1? Zorn here again on that core. He is going to throw out them shurikens and a sticker for good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're for Team Malaysia or for your Team Thailand, put your cheers down in the chat below. And the early fight here picked up by this one and Rumple with the bouncing ball. Wolf, are there any invades we're going to be seeing, or are they going to stick to their own side most part?
Yeah, I think that they'll stick to their own side now, especially because they are facing the Ling. And one thing that you have to do with Ling is you have to secure your own buffs, because Ling can easily take them down. Or do something like a mirror move. Like when they try to invade, if you scout out that they are invading, you have to go for the reverse invades as well. Unfortunately for Team Malaysia, their jungle clear speed isn't as good as Team Thailand, so they have to watch out for this. But Team Thailand, after losing game number 1, they might be scared themselves to go for an invade for this Ling. That means that whatever I said, it's just thrown out the trash. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Team Thailand off to a great start. So this is a nice change of pace here. And they're going to pay the price down bottom. Rumple takes out a Mink. Yeah. 1 for 1. Also, Veki, though, I don't understand how... Well, yeah, he's at level 2. He didn't have his escape just yet.
Yeah. So, no escape from the Lunox. And I think that they'll play this Lunox like the previous game, but Atlas will be able to flicker away. No punishment, though. It's the Link Tempest of Blaze going for Dominus. There's the punish that I was talking about, as a 1-for-1 trade-off happened between the utilities and supports. Now, the very nice usage of that bouncing ball, and the flicker was way off the mark. It's not timed perfectly. That's why Rumple will be able to get that kill. Gonna be taken out by the Ling. And obviously, Ling, it's Framesy XF is so happy with this, getting 2 kills already just 2 minutes into this game.
All right, so Team Thailand, they're putting their kills towards the right place. And this lineup actually looks a little closer to an actual funnel. So yeah, Team Thailand, they're playing it safe. And Zorn, he also has some kills himself, but he's in mid, so high and dry. I don't think it's going to see much use. But look at this, the pull onto the Hayabusa is able to quad shadow out of there. And they're bursting down Lois. Arts gets the kill with the Falling Star Moon. Gets out before the turret punish.
See how good this is, how well coordinated Team Malaysia is. Even before that dive, Esmeralda is already walking, onto the middle part of the map. He's going to be picked off as Team Malaysia and Team Thailand is going to be clashing into the mid lane. Ultimate is being thrown out. Only one death so far from both teams as the Atlas as well commits the ultimate just to run away from his opponents. Weirdly enough, the Team Malaysia will just suffer one loss after that.
Oh, Rumpel misses the jump. Arts as well there to follow through if in case they caught someone. But yeah, so far this is an equal matchup. About 1,000 gold between these two teams. This one just waiting for the right time. Oh, there's the jump.
Right timing indeed. Look at the damage coming from Luo Yi. I mean, if there's a good setup, AoE setup, it means that your damage output is gonna be great, but the Tempest of Days is gonna be there to control the Hayabusa. Nice timing coming off from the Ling to get into the fight when the ultimate's already committed by Team Malaysia. It meant that he's gonna have free reign over his opponents, and Team Thailand are really happy with that trade-off because that's a kill out to Sorn in exchange for a kill from Team Thailand. So all in all, grand scheme things, they love it. Want to go for the Lunox.
Oh!
Lunox first down so quickly. My goodness. Team Thailand is going to have a swell time. Here's the teleportation. No, it's not.
Cancelled. That's fine.
Cancelled.
Dominus is here. So this turret is not going to go down just yet. They trade the turret up top for the turtle. And so far, Team Thailand has good control over their side of the map, save for top lane. And I'm feeling good about Framesy here. Loy's here using the Feathered Airstrike to clear out the minion wave. Recall back home. Look down bottom though. Zorn, next target, going to be hacked.
It's the Thams. There's the ultimate shadow kill. Very easy kill for sure. Team Thailand, knowing that this has already been committed, will they be really confident in taking the fights now? They don't. Oh, I thought that they had the Divine Judgment, but they don't have it at this point. It means that Team Thailand will not really fight, and this also means that Team Malaysia will go for pickups now. Atlas going to be taken out with the Lunox, Luo Yi, as well as this Kufra, taking him down so quickly. In top lane, you can see Amy Hack suffering this really heavy push or shove coming out from the Esmeralda, but it comes to control, and they do have damage. Can they take him down though?
Oh, wow.
Just pop the Purify after that Divine Judgment.
Art's just doing Art's things, and he did this earlier as the Uranus and Esmeralda. It's almost like a copy and paste. Drag and drop. It's the same kind of hero as Chunky, and that's another push down bottom by Zorn, and they're up 2 turrets. Up by 1 kill, Team Malaysia is, so they're back in the driver's seat. But it's looking better for Team Thailand. It's more competitive than they were in Game 1. Oh, nice Purify there by Ozoraveki, but they are going to burst down Dominus all the way from the backlines with the Feathered Airstrike. Ozoraveki going to be hit here by the Tempest of Blades. Rumpel takes down this one, though. Amy Hack on the kill for Ozoraveki. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Team Thailand coming up on top after that. And they are going to convert down bottom for a push by Framesy. They're still losing out on turrets, though. So they need to find better windows and trade smarter.
But I did like this kind of trade. Sorn wants to force out the Farsa away from the middle part, but they will not be able to get a push. What I like about what Team Thailand did is that Framesy x Seth didn't have to use the Tempest of Blades on the kill onto Dominus, which meant that when he was gone upon, they had that ultimate to keep himself safe. Atlas will be safe as well. Dominus will be not. It's going to be taken out by this Ling. And then comes Sorn just poking through. These are the shurikens. Now Sorn is onto the right side already, while the Esmeralda, knowing that the fight's already lost in the turtle part of the map, just forces out this bottom lane rotation from Team Thailand, or at least reaction, as that push is gonna come. This is such a weird reaction from Team Thailand. I honestly thought that they will go and defend that bottom lane, but maybe they'll just punish this, which is not the best decision from Team Thailand. They lost control of the turtle area as well as the bottom lane, so turtle will be taken by Team Malaysia. What was that? Some bad movements from Team Thailand meant that they lost 2 big objectives.
Wolf, I think what Team Malaysia is doing is exactly what they need to do, and that's divide and conquer. Just like you said in Game 1, man, they just need to make their side lane solid, and given that, also Raveki and Zorn can just go ham. And with Dominus's teleport on the Luo Yi, they can just respond where they need to and be there in no time. This is what Team Malaysia is doing, and that's why it's 9-9, because they're figuring out what the right tempo is. Now, Team Thailand, they need to read this. They need to counterattack, and down bottom, it's a 1v1 fight. It's the Tams versus the Esmeralda, as this push in mid is going to be forced. Dominos, again, I think he's going to be taken out. Mizinx gets the kill, and there's the trade-off Rumple by Framesy. Orzoraveki on to this one. It's a 2-for-1. Make that a 3-for-1. That's a double for Team Thailand. But down bottom, it looks like Arts wants blood. He's chasing after 3 members. Hold up, this might be too much.
Well, that was back-to-back. I don't know what the term was. Was it called the brain fart?
I don't think so.
I don't know if that's the case, but for both teams, man, it was a mistake from Team Thailand to lose their turtle at the turret as well, by just running around the map and just jogging through the river in this mid part of the map. And afterwards, Team Malaysia committed their own mistakes.
Yeah.
What was that fight? They were under the turret.
Yeah. And they didn't even take the turret. It's standing.
Thailand.
Like, nothing came of that mistake for either team. So we're back at equilibrium. That was a bad trade by Malaysia. Thailand, questionable movements. But nonetheless, we're back here. It's a better fight than game 1. And the pull by Mizinx. Rumple gonna go down here. No question. Bouncing ball trying to save himself. Loy's gonna back out of here. Orzoraveki, though, got the order, but it's not enough. That's a 2-for-none. But I think they'll trade for a turret up top, and Zorn is just all the happier to take it.
Yeah. All right, so a little bit of disconnection from me, and while that happened, Team Malaysia already lost control of this Lord area. This is their mistakes piling up, I'd say. And Team Thailand happy to take that one. Lord taken out. Team Malaysia, I just want to say that Arts is, I'd say, I guess the term is my spirit animal already. After that Uranus gameplay from game 1. Now, with this itemization game 2, I love this. I always use this on side lane Esmeralda nowadays, because before I go rush Calamity Reaper. But now, as a side lane Esmeralda, Enchanted Talisman into Brute Force Breastplate, man, you're so tanky. If you don't make the mistakes, your opponent cannot kill you.
Yep, I love the talisman. The talisman just really helps you, as you said, tap that a little more often, right? That you get the dance much faster. You're able to aggressively go for the Falling Star Moon a little bit more, and that's such a threat. So yeah, an earlier talisman, I think that's slowly becoming the trend over the early Calamity Reaper. Now, big fight just waiting to happen in mid.
Oh. I'm gonna go for the Fatal Links this time. Lunox commits the ultimate, but it might be punished now by the Force. Look at the damage output from Team Thailand as they take out the Lunox. Team Malaysia slowly having a series of unfortunate events. Art's gonna be taken out. Oh, not really. Just heal, pops the ultimate, and there's teleportation in hope to save Rumple, but not gonna be the case. It was cancelled out. Team Malaysia, like I said, series of unfortunate events for them because of the mistakes they made, and they have lost so much control of the map. Now Team Thailand leading in terms of net of gold as well as momentum.
Yeah, earlier, Wolf, you could argue that it was a strategic trade for Team Malaysia. What they were doing, right? They would give up kills for turret takes, for objectives, split pushes, but now it seems like those have added up, and now they're down 2 turrets, 7 kills, and the map is red. This is just a bad place for Thailand right now. Oh, for Malaysia right now.
Yeah, bleeding red for Team Thailand now. It's Malaysia's. It's Team Malaysia's chance now to defend, and hopefully they have a better way of defending compared to Team Thailand in game number 1. It's definitely feeling like Team Thailand can just systematically end this game if they continue to do this, because guess what? Their Divine Judgment and Fatal Links is much stronger as compared to game 1, because this time it's backed up with so much farm, and that's what they're doing right now. Nice jump away from Sword and jumping from Rumble. There's the shutdown. Ultimate Tires Bridge. Now they've taken up free. Team Malaysia winning the team fights just by raw skill. No one punish the Kaja this time.
Oh, wow. And
Jump from
Arts is chasing down Lois. Fallen Star Moon here. Arts throwing out no caution to the wind, dancing away at the victory, and Arts, none the wiser, just goes for Lois. And that's a wipeout, Wolf. Can they finish from here?
Might not be able to finish it, but the momentum is theirs. Back once again, Rumple says, doesn't matter how I start, it's how I end. What a beautiful jump. With the man. 3 Tyrant's Rage, and of course with the damage output from Louis, was the Lunox as well as the Hayabusa, man, they were deleted from the game.
The Kings of the Counterpunch have seemed to met their match. I could have sworn that it was going to be a mistake for Malaysia, but nonetheless, Thailand with Seth Framesy jumping into the back and being bursted down. That was just the beginning of the end. While Art was already in the back line waiting to take down Lois. Lois was not able to pop the Feathered Airstrike to help out. And again, it resulted in that beautiful wipeout. So again, I think we're closer back to equilibrium. 50-50 situation here. All turrets are down for all teams. Lord here, totally up for grabs. I think we're waiting for the first mistake to be made. Just whoever makes the first mistake. Oh, there's a fall.
Although it's going to be caught, but he jumps and Tyrant's Revenge onto the air. Hitting nothing but the air. Arts jumps backwards though. This is not the best jump from Arts. Is it going to be punished though? I guess the answer is no, because they are still fending off Team Thailand at this point. Rumple goes for the jump, catches one, bouncing ball away just to be safe. Now Sorn wants to dip into the fray, still holds on to his ultimate, and Team Thailand is going to be forced back to their base even after Team Malaysia not having the best of initiations in that fight, which means that Team Malaysia might have control over the Lord area. But Team Thailand, though, they ported back the Kaja so that there is not much contention on that Lord area from Team Malaysia.
You see the discipline on Zorn there. How he just held on to the shadow kill. I mean, I think they could have taken one out, at least maybe two even. But yeah, I think they're going off of discipline. Throughout this game, there have been mistakes that were made and kills that should not have happened. And now both teams are learning. Both teams are picking up on that. And here we go, Rumple finding out where this one is. The disengage there. And this is like a Lord dance across the map. We're just waiting for whoever will go first. I think fortune favors the bold. But nonetheless, this is a death bush just waiting to happen. Check this out.
Yeah. I like Team Malaysia is also shoving the lane. So this is such a disciplined play. This is a professional gameplay. And if for all the fans of Mobile Legends out there, if you want to increase your stars or your rank, do this. Always shove the lanes first before taking the fights. But in comes the jump. They want to go and force a Lunox. Lunox taken out. That's a big amount of damage lost from Team Malaysia. Winter Tension committed by the Lu Yi, as he is still taken out. No, nice timing with the teleport. By the way, such a good combo because you just pop the ultimate to Winter Tension, you're safe.
Yep, and you're gonna make it all the way to the other side. That's
right.
Nice save on himself by Dominus, but Ozoroweki nonetheless gonna get picked off. I wonder if Zorn can steal this. Check this out.
Yeah, they're trying. They don't have the Fatal Links as well as the Divine Judgment. That's why they just pop right now. Just off cooldown. When Esmeralda went in, he's gonna be taken out because of this. The Lord is still in very critical health. And they take out the Kaja as well. The AoE damage from Team Malaysia is good, but not from the Team Thailand as they take out 3. Incoming to 4. Chasing down Rumple, but the jump! Nice bouncing ball coming up from the Kufra to punish one. They still will lose their Hayabusa even after that very good defense from the Kufra. They take what they could. Team Thailand, many of their members are so low. And if you're the Lunox, you're tempted to jump in. But the Counter Inferno, they take him down with a stun. Good heads up stun coming out from Team Thailand. And admittedly a mistake from Team Malaysia. Lunox, Ozoroweki, not the jump that you want to go for. Is just walk straight into them. My goodness. What a nice goal. I was just saying the time the Divine Judgment was just on cooldown and it went off when the Esmeralda went in. Fleeting time in action. My goodness.
Perfectly. And man, Team Thailand, again, they go for the counter punch and they may have lost the Lord, but really what matters here is how they all invested in keeping themselves alive, right? It doesn't matter if you're low, but the fact is you did not die. And it could have just totally been a wipeout for Team Malaysia once more, especially after the quad shadow plus the shadow kill was pulled off by Zorn. But check it out now. We have 1, 2, 3 immortalities on the side of Team Thailand. I think that was key to winning that extended team fight.
Same spot, same place. Difference is it's a Kufra. The possible is gonna be there. He still is alive. In comes the Tempest of Blades. Finally, Kufra goes down. Counter Inferno pop. There's the ultimate as well as the Winter Treasure to keep himself safe. They're out, but onto the backlines. Farsa taken out. Also, Raveki doesn't have the brilliance anymore. Does have the transient, but will definitely fall because of this. So that's a 2-for-1 trade-off that Team Malaysia didn't want to have as well because they have committed many ultimates and as well as the Winter Truncheon from their side. So I don't know if this is a push from Team Thailand, but it seems like Team Malaysia are a little bit happier of the result. At least they didn't get wiped after that fight.
Yeah, but every single time, more often than not, Team Thailand gets these 2-for-1s, even a 3-for-1, and that's what explains the 17-25 kill record here for both teams. And man, I think it's because Zorn, he just really wants to time his shadow kill perfectly, right? Yeah. And because again of the way the Team Thailand built their items, it's just so hard to get that finishing touch despite the high and dry, despite the Blade of Despair. And man, they sure can clear the waves, but if you don't divide and conquer, this is for Team Malaysia I'm speaking of, if you always fight them when there's like 3 or 4 of them, the shadow kill just won't be as potent.
There's one thing I want to say about Team Malaysia, but that will be after this fight as they go Divine Judgment Time's Journey. Sorry, it's just the ultimate coming up from Rumpel, still available at this point. Will they punish Amiap? Yes, they can. In comes the Tempest of Blades. Rumpel, when it's your timing, he is going to be taken out. That's just the immortality. As Team Thailand jumps in such a bad manner, they committed their Divine Judgment as well as their Fatal Links. I didn't know why I said Time's Journey, but that's what I meant, right? And here's the thing, if you commit so much on the tank at this point, you may wonder, is that the actual right decision?
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, you don't have control onto Arts, for example, at this point. Look at him. So confident now. There's the Divine Judgment, Fatal Links combo, back once again. And you know what Art says? I'm happy to receive all of that.
Give it to me, please. More.
My goodness, that was literally just brute force breastplate as well as Oracle as defensive items, and he's already so strong.
Yeah, I think this really shows us now that Esmeralda, there's a way you can play it that it's closer to a Uranus. It turns into Uranus. Like she's chunky, she has a lot of sustain, a little less damage, but can survive 3-on-1s, 4-on-1s, and that's what Arts is showing us here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is quite a long match. Thank you for staying with us. 21 minutes in now, and we see another lore dance just waiting to happen. Again, the key for Team Malaysia here is divide and conquer. Zorn now picking up the Malefic Roar, and that just telegraphs one thing, man. He wants to go for the split push. He's going to go for it as soon as he's allowed to, but this one, looking low. There's the Fatal Links. Mortality already popped. Dancing his Arts into the back line. There is the Winter Truncheon by Dominus, and they're bursting down, popping the Immortality on another member. Mizink's going to go down now. Oh, double here for Arts. Dominus popping the Immortality. He's still alive, though. Still none for Team Thailand. Malaysia taking 3 for none, and now they'll take this Lord for free. And wow, this is Framesy getting away with his life. Rumpel barely missing him.
Such a good microplay coming up from Team Malaysia. They used their utilities for Team Thailand to commit to them with their ultimates, like for example the Fatal Links and the Divine Judgment, and also the Tempest of Blades. And when that is popped from Team Thailand, they say, okay, we'll just pop the Winter Truncheons. Let's pop our Brilliance. Let's pop whatever it is that will really negate their resources. And once it's on cooldown, we now fight. It's exactly what they did. They baited out the resources from Team Thailand, and now they're reaping the benefits. They have taken the Lord after that 3-man kill. They jump in the Folly Storm when they catch off the Ling. It comes the Tempest of Blades. They will get away at least with this Ling, but that means that they don't have the ultimate from Framesy. Look at that stat line, 12, 1, and 11. But it won't matter if
12, 1, and 11. Yeah, he's got double doubles now. I was about to say triple doubles, but that would be bad. That would mean he died many times.
That's not a way to go.
Yeah, no. Nonetheless, I've got to commend Team Thailand here. They're doing so much better here than they did in Game 1. Now, they have to go for the defense of the century. This is their chance to even it out. But first, speed bump in that road to the 1-1, man. They have to defend this Lord as all lanes are crashing down into their base. Top, mid, and bottom. And Lord, he's looking to make this turret bleed. This might be a penetrate.
And there goes the Lord. We got the inhibitor now. They want to teleport forward, but it's just nothing. It was just bait at this point. Coming off from Team Malaysia. Lord onto the base. Zorn is actually trying to dip into the fight now. In comes a very good collapse onto the middle part of the map. There's the Fatal Links, but not going to be able to finish off a kill as Lunox pops the ultimate. Keep them safe. Inhibitors down in the top lane and the mid lane. They jump in. Rumple really wants to go for the kill of the far side, but the Winter Treasury is going to be popped. Rumple not going to be punished though. Arts jump and not going to hit the mark. But they do kill off one. That's Kaja down for the count. Ling tries to go for the Tempest of Blaze on the backlines, but it comes the shadow kill onto the Farsa. Not gonna get the kill though, but they will take out the Atlas in the middle. The base in shambles now. Double kill coming off from the Hayabusa as he takes on the Thams. Go for the Lunox, go for the Farsa. I mean, they take them all. Only Link to survive. Chased down by Soren. Immortality for Framesy, but you know what? I'm not interested. I'm actually going to the base for the picture. Look at that Kufra.
Yo, Kufra is just going ham, jumping up and down. Congratulations to Team Malaysia going 2-0 in this series against Team Thailand. That was a slobber knocker. We went the 11th mile there, Wolf. But again, we're evolving the meta with every single game we play here in the RAZER Sea Invitational. How'd you like that game? It was what, 25 minutes, give or take?
Yeah, it was 24 this time.
24, there you go.
24 minutes and 26 seconds. Very good Mobile Legends action for sure. I'm happy that we were able to cast that. I want to say though that this is a different approach to the Luoyi. Instead of using it as a offensively, I think that eventually Team Malaysia realized, okay, the lineup of their opponents, the way they're winning the fights is when they combo their ultimates up and they use it efficiently. What if we break that? What if we force them to commit their ultimates in such a bad manner that they will not get the kill, and maybe when they recuperate? So it took them a lot of experiments, actually. It almost made them lose the match. But in the moment that they used it, like they forced the Tempest of Blades, Fatal Links, all that jazz, just for a Winter Tension teleport away coming up from the Luoyi. And all of a sudden, they freed up, they paved the way for the Hayabusa to be online when the fights do happen, because he's no longer afraid. I mean, what's to control him? The Tempest of Blades, the Fatal Links, and Divine Judgment already used. And that's how they adjusted their gameplay, which is what I like about Team Malaysia. Very good contender for the RAZER Southeast Asia Invitational.
And again, great start for this group here. And yeah, we learned now that possibly, you're right, possibly this is what the Luoyi is. A main course, if you will. And it's played in this certain way. It's the rope-a-dope. It's the duck and weave. Right? You play it in such a way that you force the opponents to go all in, you back out, you get back in there. And that's essentially why the score looked like that. And that's why it went back and forth, because Team Malaysia was working that strategy out. And they figured it out here against Team Thailand, who knew what they were doing. I think Team Thailand is on the same page here. That's why we went the distance. And could not have asked for a better game. This was a nice start to day one in the RAZER Sea Invitational.
Absolutely. I think Team Thailand made Team Malaysia work, and I'm just happy to be able to cast it, Leo.
And